Did you make Back It Up and Dump It and it wasn't a CD or a pile of beats and he just came through and picked it, or you kind of knew you made it for, you know, how did that process go?
I'm gonna tell you, this
I want to hear this.
This is like...
How many times you told this story on camera?
Never.
Oh, this is an exclusive. Okay.
It's totally exclusive.
Okay. I get the exclusive. I'm listening. Shut up.
My grandma had passed, bro. Like.
Okay.
And I had went to the studio.
Al.
We had to join over there on Millbrinks.
Okay.
This when I like really first like just started really heavy, like still the studio working, but we over there. I go because I had extras. I can go in at any time. Scat, we work with Scat Cat all the time. Right. So I'm in that job. I made dump truck. It was a little sample in there, and the jump just go bing. It was just like that. So I would do the 16 level. I was like boom, 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 boom. It's all like that, just like that. And it was that whole thing. Yeah. I never was a producer that thought about an artist at that time of making beats. It was just only how I felt. If I came in the studio, I'm crunk, it's a crunk beat. You know what I'm saying? I came in this, I'm chilling, man. If I came in this, I feel like this. That's what kind of beat you got at me. Yeah. Boom, that's jump. So, originally, Scat had wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I was just giving beats away.
Right.
He never did. No, he just, you know how before you get a beat, you just like, you don't just really think about it. And then
so you're saying Scat fumbled the ball?
Nah, I don't say fumble because I'm gonna tell you, I had a conversation about that with music. Like, some beats it ain't that person don't like it. It just ain't for you.
Yeah, it don't hit them.
You know what I'm saying? It might be for this person. Right. That don't mean that it ain't for, if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I might not, I don't listen to your music. That don't mean I don't like your music, because it's somebody else like your music. It's just not what I like. That don't mean we gotta have a negative tonation. That's not a negative tonation on that, period. Correct. I just don't, it's not feeding me. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So with that beat, he just, you know what I'm saying, he probably had something, but we never just think about it. G called me, real talk, true story. G called me and say, man, and he used to do this all the time. Sometimes he'd be like, man, Chick, I got an idea. What you talking about? So he like, man, bag it up, bend up. You know what I'm saying? He going like that. I'm like, you know me, I'm like, man, would it been a melodic thing? Shit, I'm like, man, that's not cool. Get somebody to sing on this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to him. Yeah. But not knowing. Lo and behold, we OG Brody. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So Carlo Brody is in the studio working at Universal, just was in South Haven. So like, see, he had an idea too, which was the same idea, ironically, that Trey V. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just, I made a beat, but it was a collective. Right.
It usually is. There's some chances it can happen right there, but it usually
was collective of people, bro, that played a part in that record, bro. Like, and I think that's what, as doing music, or being in the business period, like those people that's a part of a record should be recognized. Like,
other than just the artist.
Just my source, you know what I'm saying? I consider myself an artist. I would want to include everybody in the situation, because like without any of that, you know what I'm saying? Like I just why you talk about the car. I always use the analogy of the car, like, bro, it's a lot of components in the car. I got the whole car, but there's no steering wheel on them motherfuckers. I got one wheel gone and for two lugs off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
It's over with.
You know what I'm saying? So it's done for. So be appreciative of all them components, you know what I'm saying? And show that recognition. I think that's what be happening. Like, people just won't be recognized for their work. Like, get somebody that recognition, it'll be a whole lot better for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you heard me just tell Al on the phone, bro, there's nothing wrong with, because we were talking about some ideas, and he was just like, bro, thank you for letting me tell my vision, and you're not adding shit, you just collecting what I'm, and it's because it's my responsibility as an artist in the generation up under him who was influenced by niggas like him.
Exactly.
Because us Memphis niggas was influenced by Memphis.
Exactly.
We had a scene in our generation.
We did.
They didn't. They created.
Yeah.
It's my duty to pay homage to that and shine a light on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can show love in this shit. You can, like that's the reason we put Famous Animal in the thing.
Yeah, that was
because it was like, the OGs do fuck with the young niggas. Cause that's a narrative in Memphis that goes around, right?
And it ain't true.
And it's not true. And another thing is like, you seen the clip, the Al show, a Glorilla on the desk. I shot this on, we shooting Al Capone video at University of Memphis. Right. They were just in a little crowd scene. It's just the students that was in that video. We let her and Gloss get up there and they turned up, rapped their songs. We filmed it. That's the footage. We got like all the footage from it. But it showed even then. Even before she got out, he was bringing her and Gloss on little shows while he do Whoop That Trick, and they up there with him. And so it shows that the OGs fuck with the young artists. Because I want to kill that narrative.
I agree, because I got a lot of relationship with a lot of above me. I mean, you know what I'm
and below. Above and below.
Real talk that I'm inspired by. Yeah. Like, for real, like, a lot of them. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, it's genuinely. You know what I'm saying? That's why every time I see Inner, or whoever it may be, I always they'll know, like, bro, it wasn't for you, or appreciate you, because I can say this, I'll be totally honest. I do get messages of people saying things like, man, I appreciate you for this, you helped me through.
And you don't even realize it.
Yeah, man, I've been up forget like, nah, I did that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, well, so then it started making me be careful, like, being mindful. I'm gonna say careful, being mindful of what and how I do or treat people, period, because, you know what I'm saying, you just never know.
Because it does have an impact.
It truly
and then you never know how people look at you.
Like
they might look up to you and you treat them like
you'll treat them like you thinking this is nothing, but you'll treat them. You could
and they whole life they be like all their life they was like, yo, if I just get in the studio with this nigga, and then you come in there and jumping like, man, don't let that little nigga hit my blood, man.
You know they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, I like, bro, like I done been in a situation like that before, like, and it feel like, what the fuck, like, damn, bro, I thought you were. Now I'm at the point like, nah, bro. If I meet a person like that, I got to say you personally first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I understand where we go, but it's a respect factor. Like like Al, bro. Like what Al do, bro. Like Al always been helpful and like 100, bro. Like I've been knowing Al for a minute. I just remember growing up and look like this
seeing that nigga, like he doing it.
Dead. Like get in the studio, I'm like, bro, you like. You know what I'm saying? But then I call, like, what's up? Talk to him like my dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got relations with a lot of them like that. Like, that shit crazy.
Yeah, all my relationships are like that. Like, and I call them all my OGs.
Real
like,
tough,
I got a relationship with like that. Nardo, Black, Chet, 7.
Right.
And then Cash has been one for a few years. But Murphy for sure.
My 100.
And then Spliff too.
That crazy. I've been around with Murphy.
Yeah, Zeno, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, regardless how you feel about them, like them people been through the game. So many other ones as
like,
well.
even with that, with people having whatever issues they have with their life with it, I still like what you contributed, bro. Should always be respected.
Because I'm about the culture.
Like, yeah,
I'm about the culture. So hey, R. Kelly. Did you feel that way about R. Kelly?
I mean, like I can't. It's anybody though, because I can't be. That's crazy. Right? It's like you gonna say I ain't for anybody, then all of a sudden now just because of a certain topic you want to bad that. I can't do that, bro.
So you don't feel no type of way. You in the room with your chick.
We knew this. I been knew this. The crazy. I knew this theory or whatever the case or this. Well, it can't say theory because he like but at the same time though, I always been in the herb, but we been listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't. What am I say now? Cause we got all this going on. Like I ain't going for it. Like I just know like if his song came through the thing, like I ain't gonna be like
turn the shit off.
Yeah, like he contributed. People was made from whatever song he, you know what I'm saying, from physical life to, man, creative, you know what I'm saying? Like, we fed off his energy with the music or whatnot. But like, I can't tell you, that's just like, you go to work, you be a certain type of way. But I can't tell you what you done did if you done walked in your house. You might be cutting flips, doing that kind, you know what I'm saying? Doing all types of shit. Yeah, we don't know. But you gonna want me to judge you off that fact, and you don't want me to do this. So don't be, you can't
get it. I get it. I'm the same way. Yeah, I mean, I haven't gone out the way to like I used to. I used to like go. They used to be like my reaching the bag. Like I want to hear some of these hard ass R. Kelly joints.
No, like you with that. I ain't just now. It's like I ain't go. It's like, but still,
because you never know how somebody else feel. Because people like really got like opinions about this shit. Like, oh my God, how could you be listening to Robert Kelly? Like,
see, bro, I'm like,
come on, man. Like, stop it. Like,
yo, back to this situation I was telling you about earlier. Though, like, what happened to me, like, I would have a conversation like, bro, it could have been either other way. So it's like, at that point, I started thinking this shit totally different. Yeah. Like, it don't matter. None of it matters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even being upset, all this shit don't even matter, bro. Like, you got to just do right by what you feel and have it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure everything cool. It's cool, but like, as far as pondering on, man, what he doing in his house, he should be bad. He should be the third. Man, that shit don't matter. We ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you gonna beat all that energy for that. Nah, so I'm just gonna be creative, leave something for the next to keep that shit going. Cause, you know what I'm saying? That's about start something making this shit keep going. Though.
Right.
That other shit.
Hit the roads of that shit. Yeah. So let me ask you this: as a producer, who was your production mentors? Like, let me before you get to mentors, because mentors can personalize
I like mentors,
but also influences. Like, you know, you were influenced by certain things, but you had a chance to be personally mentored by some things.
Okay, this is a true story. Like, I had a band lifestyle, so just the music alone, which is what, because we always had to make the band, man, learn how to they write up the songs and we playing them on the third. When it came to production wise, I would listen to songs to say I want to make a beat. I would listen to songs because I just like, man, I want to make that. What he just made. Yeah. Just because I just like, it was so cool that somebody can take a keyboard and make a beat. My partner around the corner, you know, this man had everything. You know what I'm saying? This man had this man had the LP, he had the record thing, he had all that. I'm like, bro, what is that? All I had was a DJX, push record, play the whole thing. You got to play the whole thing from the keys. Then you come back and play the beat. I got to do all that, the whole thing. So when I seen, you could prove it, they were blowing me. Like, it was like everything I seen, if it blew me, I was like, I had to get into it. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying?
I need to learn that too.
I got to learn that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even with LC, like, I knew how to just, you know what I'm saying, program, but like, he was making so much different type of shit at the time. I was like, damn, all right. But I knew I was just musically, like, I knew I can see, if I heard it, I can play it. Like, if I heard it, it was because I just heard the sound in my head. I can just mimic it. I can do it. Like, just like, that's what it was. So I just figured that I'm just gifted. And, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't just...
See, like, that's for me, like, my first big talent is being able to watch somebody do something once, and then I know it. So that was helpful in the field of music, right? Because you get to watch, how does this console board work? And then there I am, now I know how to work this motherfucker. Oh, that's what those outputs meant. Okay, ooh, that's what that shit meant. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that keeps me creative is being able to do whatever that I can see up here. I can hear it. And I'm a visual nigga too. So sometimes I see songs. They don't make no sense, but I can see how I can see a video for it and everything, and then I go create it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's so cool, like
that when you was talking about like you just make your music according to how you feel, I think I've been doing that for a while, but now I'm kind of then got in a position like it don't matter what I went through. When I walk in here, I know I need to create this particular thing. And now I kind of can, I worked really hard to get to that point. Because at first, you know, you know, a nigga was married at the time, you know what I'm saying? And if me and my bitch had an argument, it would translate into my music. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I want to be able to not be influenced by if I'm not having a good day or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can do that. So I had to, I just mentally, it's just a mental thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I started going into watching and paying attention to movie soundtracks and the strings. And so then when I came back to production, I could say I want to make a sad song. I need some sad strings. I got something that's go get them, and it's like, I knew how to be able to differentiate the different moods. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do that because if not, I would have had nothing but mad music. I would have been nothing. It's like this nigga got like this angry, aggressive sounds. You know what I'm saying? But you know. But like, but once again, like producer wise, like I can tell you, like for me, Dre, Timberland, the Memphis sound, I feel like in Brun and Al and them generation, I don't think that those guys, besides Squeaky and Zerk, right? Yeah, exactly. Shout out to both of them. Both of them, real tough. The originators, you know what I'm saying? The whole shit. Besides them. The producers, they started getting the credit. They didn't really come from our generation. I'm just saying, like Blackout. You think I'm just saying SMKs. That's like right prior to us. But then everybody else is like of our generation. Now the new ones are young niggas. They get Swag and Take Keith and
De Niro. Snap. Shit, Memphis Trac Boy.
Memphis Trac Boy,
shit, goddamn.
I love it.
JP, Jug on the beat, like it's a lot of them, bro. Like it's a lot
salute
of them,
to all them niggas.
Oh yeah, like I think this why I be telling, I real, gotta be about him too, but at the same time, like. All them, bro. Like I remember seeing them.
Red on the beat.
Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Chef, you know what I'm saying? Chef, he coming out of class though.
Yeah. He a fence nigga between ours and the new, cause I like his sound, but I'm just saying though, he still tapped in with the young niggas, just like you are too. So he tapped into the young model and the young sound.
He got it. It's hand in hand.
Yeah.
Shout out Jit, look my bro Jit the Beast.
Jit the motherfucking Beast.
Bro, like it's like when me and ASC was like with the sound that we had, we wanted like everything to change. Like we didn't want to beat the state of sound throughout the whole thing. Like that was like I think our niche for when we made beats. It was like it was so big and we wanted to change every bar, like 4 bars to like make it, you know what I'm saying?
I was so envious, not in a bad way, but I'm saying it motivated. Like when I heard, like when I hear it has an intro, and then it don't even go to the hook first. It might go to the verse first, and it's just the kick and the snare, and then the hats come in, and then the orchestra comes in, and it be horns and shit. And I know like that comes from the direction of being bandish, being from the band. One of the dopest bands in the entire world, JSU. You know what I'm saying?
That's from Westwood.
But I'm saying those principles apply to how y'all was able, because it's just like you can imagine yourself on the field and it's building to the beat, to the big boom. Exactly. And so I got that organization from watching y'all. You know, I'm gonna tell you that I stole it. You know what I'm saying? Like I took that for myself.
Cause you know what? That's so crazy you said it, because it wasn't nobody doing beats.
It was just loops. It was just
loopish. Yeah. And we had it. That's how our beats was. It was like
y'all niggas took advantage of sequences, of having sequences.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is a 4 bar, this is 4. Yeah, I knew all this shit on the MP, but I'm making different sequences, and I'm just saying early in the game though, y'all was over the R&R. Yeah. I was noticing what y'all was doing, and I was listening, and niggas was having y'all beat CDs and shit, and they be like, "Man, Lil Brunner made this," and there was only one place it came from. It wasn't too many niggas doing this shit like that for real. And so we was doing, you know, I was listening, I was just like, oh my God, I love how they brought that joint in. And then y'all had the breakdowns and the beat, like the sequence, like at the end of the right before the
For the end,
it
the
would break
breakdown.
down. I was like, these niggas is geniuses. It's the build up right before the grandioso hook, right? And then y'all had big hooks and shit. And it was like, I was, you know, I was of course studying production and shit, doing the same thing, engineering as well. So when I started hearing, when like LC would sing on shit, right? So you would hear, like, them be the references I hear. This nigga's on singing on all of y'all singing on the hooks and shit. I hear how main vocal, and it had these two on the side, and then it was the harmonies that a nigga put up under there. I said, oh my God, them niggas is layering that shit like the professionals. And I modeled, and I was like, okay, so I knew I wasn't going in the wrong direction. As an engineer, I was making sure that I paid attention, because those are the things that it's the difference between being a local nigga, having a local sound, quote unquote underground sound, and shit sounding big. So I wanted my shit to sound big and grand like that every time. Every record I went for that.
I be hearing it, yo. I be hearing like, damn, man, just sound like a movie, like,
my point was that everyone always wanted me. I knew me that I was doing music because I wanted to do the scoring. I wanted to make the big song like Shake Your Tail Fella for Bad Boy 2, but I wanted to do like how Dr. Dre did Friday, and we don't really pay attention. How Dr. Dre did, you know, movies the Cube did. He's sitting there and you be like, you hear them drum patterns. When a nigga walking up the street and shit, that's Dre. You know what I'm saying? Like, he able to produce in a whole nother manner. So I started paying attention to it like this.